Alright, what's up everybody? Hope you guys are having a beautiful Tuesday. I know that I am. I just saw some friends and it was beautiful, man. We just had a good time. Haven't seen them in a second. Great catching up. And now I'm having the chance to look at some charts. And this is one that kind of struck my eye a couple hours ago and I wanted to make a short video on it and to kind of give you an inside perspective as to how I scalp and look for trades and some of the things that I do to kind of formulate my decisions. So right here we're looking at Phantom to the Bitcoin pairing, 6 hour on the Binance chart. And as you can see, I'm on the 6 hour because there's not a lot of candles that have been printed yet. So this is a fairly new asset that has gotten listed to Binance, but the one thing about these assets is that they're highly volatile. Right? I mean, let's just look at this really quick. Over the span of 32 days, you have seen a price range of negative 50% and at one point, basically 44% to the upside. Right? So as a trader, I look at this as a volatility opportunity, and I think that we might be at a critical area. And I'm going to explain why. So from the technical analysis side, what I would do is I would take a Fibonacci retracement. And Fibonacci is a great tool that helps you kind of get a scope of the trend of the asset that you're looking at. So it's a swing high to swing low or swing low to swing high tool. And I'm going to do the swing low, and because the swing low and the swing high were in the same candle, I'm going to use that as the high. Okay, so I'm going to drag this out just to make it a little bit clearer for everybody. And let's zoom in just a little bit. So as traders, we look for certain numbers that are Fibonacci numbers in the market. The 382, the 0.5, the 618, the 786, 886, the full 100%. The 1272 and the 1618. These are all potential targets that we look to aim to hit for as chartists and as analysis, right? So what I'm seeing is, let me just get this correct. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is potentially, that's actually there. I guess that would be kind of your low. So I'm seeing potentially a 1618 fib retracement, right, for this particular asset. It's not 100% perfect, but it looks like we might have found support, and we have lower levels of negative volume. So looking at the chart, you can see that your selling pressure is dying down, and it looks like the bulls might be stepping in. You have an engulfing candle, as well as you have it looks like even more momentum looking at different oscillators. So if we go to the RSI, we can see that we are building strength from oversold territories. So 70 being oversold and, overbought, and 30 being oversold. And when an asset gets to be around 30, it is considered to be oversold, which most people or most traders or investors would say it's trending at a cheaper price. So a lot of people look at those assets, and this one's been gaining strength. And it looks like it's coming up to a critical fib level and also a moving average at roughly, 324 sats. If it can break over that, however, I don't see any reason why we couldn't shoot to the upside, right? So looking at this typically as like in an inverted way, this would be a double top, right? Or a double bottom. So here's some education for you. So this and this would kind of be a double bottom or a double top, depending on how you look at it. So what I would say is that's a pretty strong fib retracement. If you look to the upside with Bitcoin, we saw a 1618 and we called it a double top. And I think this is a 1618 to the bottom with lower levels of volume, which is selling pressure. And we also have the MACD, which you can't really see on this one, but the signal's trending up, the RSI is trending up. It looks like we could be setting ourselves up for higher prices. So let's go ahead and reverse this from the swing high to swing low. And some would say, okay, maybe that's the bottom. So then they would say they would take targets and they would potentially say that usually you bounce between the 382 and the 618. But sometimes those never get reached and it's just the 236. So all of these are valid targets, right? If you break over this orange trend line. Now, if we go down to a smaller time scale, like the 4 hour, you can see that we are testing this trend line. And your RSI is still gaining strength. So it looks to be an okay setup. We have to wait until we convincingly break over that line. If you go to the 1 hour, you can see that we're testing it and we broke out and now we're back testing. So again, above that is the white line, which is a 200-day moving average. And would lead you to believe if we got above that, then that would confirm a bottom and that would shoot you up to some of these price ranges that I've listed in teal. So I hope you guys got some education out of that. If not,